Alright, now we got to do the parasitic draw on this one here. So I got my negative lead for my multimeter taped onto there, the negative terminal, and I bring my positive lead and touch the negative terminal. Okay, and we look to see what it's drawing. 0.58. That should only be drawing 0.0205. So there's a major draw on this one as well. So what we got to do now is, we're keeping these connected. We got to start pulling fuses to find where this one goes down. Okay, we got to get it down to 0.05 minimum. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take electrical tape this lead onto the negative terminal. Not the terminal there, not the post. Put on the negative terminal, and then we're gonna start pulling fuses. Oh wow, that wasn't even recording. All right, well, let's see. I put a wire onto that and taped it onto the lead. Okay, so I can read my meter. But I'm gonna go pull the interior wires first. So I want this to be up where I can see it on the windshield. So that's why I'm going to prop it up there now. Alright, so as you can see, it says 0.54. And now I'm going to go down here and start popping fuses. But you got to have your door closed. You can't have it open. So this is where it gets a little bit more difficult. You got to get yourself, be a contortion artist. Alright. And you got to get down and prop your head back up. And get down, pop your head back up. Alright. So let's start popping fuses and we'll see what we get. Look at that. 0.07. And I pulled out two fuses, a 15 amp and a 5 amp. Right here, it's 5 amp, and the 15 amp goes right there. Same place in middle row, same two issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 5 amper back in, leave the 15 amp out, and I'm going to connect the battery and check to see if I got any voltage draw. Okay, if it's not drawing down with the 5 amper in there and a 15 out, then I will find what that 15 amp runs. If it's the same thing as the other one, well, then I know the issue. So I'm going to pop the 5 amper back in, and now we know which two fuses I've got the issue on. So that one's back in, and that should take us up to, like, I forget what it was now, 0.12. That might be enough for right now. So let me get back out there and see what we got. We have a little bit of noise going on here, but anyway. All right, back to what I did. Quick review here. All right. Battery's holding at 12.7, 12.6 volts since I pulled out that 14 amp fuse. That 14 amp fuse does control the exact same stuff that is controlled on the other Expedition, on the 99. Even though this is a 98 Eddie Bauer and the fuse box does look differently, it's the same exact fuse that will control the running board lights, controls the power windows. It does not control the washer, windshield washer motor on this one, but it does control the interior lights and the rear wiper motor. So I'm going over to the rear wiper motor. As you can see, I took the two screws out from there, right there, and then that little hook just hooks in when you put it up in there. Simple. Okay, took those out, and now I just reached up here and came over to this side here and just started pulling down to get this down. And that's what I'm doing. There we go. Just need it down so much. Okay? To get up into that motor. Now the other one was, oh, I gotta do this with 2 hands. It's not gonna work that way. Alright, let's see about pulling this off. The other one was off, I plugged it in, it worked. Alright, I'm going to need 2 hands for this. I'm going to push the pin and pull that out while holding this down. When I let go, it goes up and I can't get to it. So I'm going to need 2 hands for that. Well, I'll be right back. Alright, I went up in here and I got it pulled off. All I did was take, oh, I got it over there. I got my little helper over here. You want to hold that down again for me? Hold on, I'll get it. Just hold it right there. Okay. See, this is what my helper did for me. There's my helper. That's my son, one of my 6 kids.
Bright light.
Yeah, he held that down for me because what I did was I took my little tiny little computer screwdriver thing, little flathead, and put it in here, okay, and pushed and pulled together. So I used my thumb on it, pushed in the pin, and popped that out, right out of the plug. So let's see if this one's the opposite of the other one. The other one was unplugged, that's what was causing the draw. Doesn't make sense to me. This one was plugged in, and let's see if this is what's causing the draw. Alright, you can let her go.
My hands are slippery and they're tired now.
Yeah, I know it. But that is, now all I gotta do is wait. Oh, don't lose my screws.
I got it.
Which one did it come out of? Which one did it come out of? Which hole? Alright, I don't want them to be sitting messed up. Okay. Now I just got to sit and wait. Let's go see if we're going to draw any. Put the fuse back in, and then after I put the fuse back in, I'm going to go ahead and put the multimeter on it, and see what she says.
Long cord.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. There we go. So let's pop this fuse back up in here. All right, my dome lights are back on. And see, my dome lights are back on. And the ones back there are on. Okay. What? Oh, I know, those don't. I don't have those. Let's see my windows. Back up, there you go. All right, so now we're gonna go see if she's drawing fuse power. Now take the keys out. I have my windows down, truck unlocked. That's why I have the keys there. All right, that's the one I'm gonna need. Hold on. I gotta make sure this is closed down. Don't put it on anything. Don't do anything yet. And we're gonna pop up just a little bit here. Pop one of them up in there. Pop this one up. And we're just gonna do that for right now because I gotta have this closed. So my dome lights are out. And the dome lights are out. Hold on. Hold on. No. The black goes on, the red goes on the red. And what color is that?
Black.
What are you putting it on?
Red? Black.
Why would you put black on red and red on black?
I don't know.
Black goes on black and red goes on red. But I don't even have this on yet. Take them off.
It's on?
Alright, put the black on the black and the red on the red. We got 12.5 volts, 12.6. That's still holding good. Pull that on off. Okay. Go grab me the other one. I got two different voltmeters instead of switching them around. I got them both set.
This one's more confusing.
There we go. Alright, black on black and red on red. No, that ain't right. Hold on. Alright, this is the way you gotta do this. Hold the camera. Don't drop it. Alright, well, I did pull that motor out and it's still pulling the same amount of amps. Still way too much. So it's not my rear wiper motor. But since it controls the power windows, which have been working fine also, and it controls the dome lights, which are working fine, and it also controls the running board lights, and they never worked. But I get up under here and I dig, and I find this. Wires hanging. And they go to these part numbers. I ran those part numbers because that goes up to that plug, and then that comes over down to right where my running board lights connect. And it was up inside here. It was wedged up in there. So I'm wondering if this is my running board lights that come off of that wiring harness right there. And if I can pull these running boards all down and get up in here with these lights and stuff, I'm gonna see what I can find up under this whole module. Here is where the lights go. So I'm gonna dig this apart this weekend and try to find out if this is my issue, because you can tell they've been disconnected for a while. But I don't know. It could be, might not be, it might be for nothing. But I'm thinking it's got to be my running board lights. Those never worked on this truck. But I might as well plug that wire back in while I'm here. Oh, let's see. There. All right. plug back in. That's all you need to do to drop one of those. Pop those out. Get these screws back in. And that's what it takes to pull one of that back panel off. 2 screws and pop it out. That's it. Alright, so it's not that. That's back together. Alright. In an upcoming video, we're going to cut one of those open. And we're going to see the innards. Okay, we're going to rip one apart and just see what it's like inside. Never looked inside one. Be kind of interesting to see. So that's going to be in an upcoming video. So stay tuned for that. Don't know what video yet because I'm not there yet. I might do that one before I do those running boards. So, but I doubt it. So anyway, we'll be working on the running boards. I'll be checking that out. But that's what I'm going to do. On the next video, we'll be going to see if it is my running boards. Alright, because if I have to yank out some kind of a wiring diagram, schematic, forget about it. I ain't doing it. I don't do electrical. And look at the crap I'm doing. Nothing but electrical. Jeez. Well, other than the suspension conversion. That was mechanical. Alright. Put this in there. There we go. Okay. But I'm going to see what kind of videos I've got here. This may be just a short one to show you because of the parasitic draw check. We can see it. Right now my battery is holding at 12.7. But when I go to check with the fuse in, hope someone do this. Hold on a second. Ugh. Let's see if I can do it this way. Hold on a sec. Alright. Let's do it this way. It's tough holding the phone and the okay. See, it's holding 12.7. Alright. That's what my battery's holding at, as far as the voltage goes. But now, the amps I'm drawing sorry about moving the camera around so much. It's not going to be able to see it. Let's try it this way. gonna be on an angle, but that's drawing way too much. 5.7. So that's drawing too much juice. Too many amps are being drawn. So let's see if it's the running board, because I do have that fuse in. I wonder if I got a running board relay or anything up under here. Oops, let's see. Oh, there we go. I wonder if I've got a running board relay up in here. Let me check my book to see if there's one in there, because I hear stuff clicking. Alright. Alright. Now there's my other son, Shawnee. You saw that one earlier. Alright, Shawnee's going to put the black. We're not going to have that on. We don't need it. We're just going to complete a circuit here. He's going to put the black prong on the post. And he's going to put the red prong on the terminal. And I'm going to be over here and listen closely. Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Hear that clicking? Take them off. So now I'm going to grab my needle nose and pull that one out. And now go ahead and touch it, Shiny D. Oh, we got another one clicking. Alright, take it off. Hold on. I gotta do it by hand. Okay, I can't get that one with the camera. Before I continue, I'm going to go ahead and get my book, and I'm going to see what each and every one of those go to, and then we'll see what's going on. Alright, now that is the FOAB 14B192-AA relay. It's hard to see it. There you go. Now what that is, that's just the main relay. Controls fuel pump and other things. Distributes the power from the battery throughout the vehicle, through the electrical system. One of them anyway. And that is engaging when we can make that connection, which tells me we've got a draw. And that tells me we got a draw. And that multimeter tells me we got a draw. Now I wish the truck would tell me where the draw is. Okay, well, looks like we're going back to our plan of nailing these running boards and see if I can figure out what the heck is going on with these things. Alright. I'm hoping that's it, because if it's the power windows or something in the dome interior, man, I'm not ripping this stuff apart. I'll do this kind of stuff, but I'm not getting down into the... Well, maybe if I have to, I'll pull the door panels off and see about testing the motors. But they're working fine, you know. So anyway, that's that for now. We are going to hang it up. I'm going to see how many pieces of videos I got, and then see if I can put together another short video before I get into the running board portion of this. But that's how you hunt down your parasitic draw. You run your multimeter from your disconnected post, your disconnected terminal, and you go across to your post. I always put the red on the actual. The red goes on the negative on the post, and the red on the terminal. Post, terminal. Okay, so that's what I do, and then I read what we got on the voltage, and then when it drops when you pull a fuse, that's where your problem is. Now what does that fuse control? That fuse controls the power windows, the interior dome lights, and the rear wiper motor. So we go over here, back in the office. Oh, and here's that fuse is actually that one right there. Okay, and it's number 14. When we come down here to number 14, it says battery saver relay, interior lamp relay, but that's all it says in the owner's guide. But it also powers windows and the running board lights. I wrote that in there because I found it elsewhere. Let's see, do I still have that? 14. There we go. Oh, let me turn that light off. We don't need it on here. 14 is a 15 amp fuse. Rear wipers, running board lamps, battery saver relay, interior lamp relay, accessory delay relay for the power windows, moonroof, and flip windows. But I don't have a power moonroof. But my power windows are working even when you push it down to make them auto go down all the way with one push. That everything works great. My interior dome lights are working great. So I'm zoning in on running board lamps because those don't work. So we will find out. Alright, that's where we're at. Alright, so here we are back in the office. Oh, hold on, I got a little fly in here. I think I got him. Alright, back here in the office. So we'll get to work on that. I have to say excuse the hair. I was crawling up under the vehicle and it was dragging on the ground. I got it caught in the creeper and the creeper wheel and everything. I forgot I did not have it in a ponytail, and I've been out sweating and everything else. So it's always all a mess. But anyway, that's what happens when you're working on vehicles. It's not about being pretty. It's about getting the job done. Believe me, I ain't never been pretty one day in my life, so I ain't worried about it. But anyway, I'm just going to finish this up here and let you know that I'm going to go hit those running boards probably this weekend. I'm not going to do it today. I just got that stuff, just did a little running and checking here, running through things to get my perspective, but that's about it. And like you saw, when I have the battery connected without that fuse in, that battery held 12.6, 12.7 volts connected without the fuse. Put the fuse in. As soon as you put the fuse in with that battery connected, you can hear it up there on that fuse box. So pop, pop, pop. It's engaging something. And then with the fuse in, when you're out there and you engage you complete that circuit, you can hear it clicking and engaging electrical power. So electrical power is going somewhere. And normally, yeah, you'll hear a click, but not that many clicks like that, and not feel that vibration on it. It's just something is pulling way too much power. So I'm going to go ahead and see about jacking it up, yanking out the running boards, and see if I can figure out where that power lead goes. That wire with comes off the wiring harness. It's got two wires hanging out of it. Where does that go? Is what I want to do, and see if that's my running board light. See if I can find what's going on in there. I won't know it until I pull it apart. I'm not an electrician. I don't do electrical stuff. Mechanical stuff I can figure out. Electrical stuff I usually can't, although I've been figuring out the parasitic draw. But we know we got one on this one. And oh, by the way, I don't know why all the other videos put in an L when I put DRAW. It automatically went to an L draw. It's a draw. But anyway, so excuse that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put together this video. I'm posting this one here today. and then we'll go from there as soon as I get the next video up. This whole video is going to be Parasitic Draw 98 Expedition Part 1. I got a bunch of little videos in here, but that's the wrap up. That's all I got for now. We'll see you on the next video.